Your cat is suffering right now, maybe in this very moment, and she's not telling you. This is not a criticism. This is biology, and you need to understand it. Cats are built to hide pain. They have been for thousands of years. It's a survival instinct. In the wild, showing weakness means becoming prey, so they show no weakness. But you are not an enemy. You are the person she loves, and still, she hides it. Today I'm going to show you the 5 signs your cat is sending you, without a single word. These signs are small, subtle, easy to miss, because you don't know what you're looking for. After this video, you will know, and that can change everything. For her. I want to be honest. Some people hear this and think, I wish I had known this sooner. If that's what you're thinking, it shows how deeply you love her, and how attentive you'll be from now on. Before we begin, one quick thought. Cats experience pain completely differently from other animals. Their pain system is unique. Most other animals show pain loudly and clearly. They whine, they limp, they seek comfort. Cats do the opposite. They withdraw, they hide, they go quieter. And because quiet doesn't look like suffering, we miss it, over and over again, without meaning to. That's the first thing you need to know. No reaction is also a reaction. Now, sign number 1. And this is the one that gets overlooked the most often. She stops playing. Not occasionally. Completely. A healthy cat plays. She's curious. She follows movement. She pounces on anything that moves. When that stops, not for a day, but for weeks, that is not just a sign of aging. That is a sign that something inside her is hurting or exhausted. Playing costs energy. And when the body needs that energy for something else, for survival, for managing pain, there's nothing left for play. No hunting, no interest, nothing at all. Have you noticed that in her? Think about it. When was the last time she truly played? That's sign number 1. Small, unremarkable, but clear when you know what you're looking at. Now sign number 2, and this is the one that hurts the most to understand. She changes her posture, but not obviously, subtly, almost imperceptibly. A cat that is suffering makes herself smaller than usual. She contracts. Shoulders slightly raised, back minimally rounded, head slightly lowered, not upright. This looks like sleeping, but it isn't sleep. It's a protective posture. The body is trying to contain the pain. It draws itself around the area that hurts. And because we think the cat is sleeping, we see nothing at all. We tuck her in. We walk away. The next time you look at her, look carefully. Is her posture upright? Or is she drawing in slightly? That is a sign, not a definitive one, but one that counts. Sign number 3, and this one surprises most people when I explain it. She changes her grooming behavior, either too much or too little. A healthy cat grooms herself regularly, specific areas, specific sequences. When a cat licks excessively, always the same spot, over and over again, that is not cleanliness. That is self-soothing in the face of pain, like fidgeting, like chewing. The area she's licking is painful, or inflamed, or itching for a reason. And then there's the opposite. She stops grooming herself entirely. Her coat goes dull. Tangles develop. Areas she used to groom every day are now left untouched. Why? Because grooming is tiring. Because certain body positions cause pain. When she can no longer bend without pain, she stops grooming those areas. We see this as a neglected coat, but it is a cry for help, in complete silence. Sign number 4. This is the one that stays with me the most when I think about it. Her facial expression changes, and nobody talks about this. Cats have facial expressions, real ones, measurable ones. A study from the University of Montreal even developed a pain scale for cats, based exclusively on facial movements. And do you know what they measured? For areas, ears, eyes, whiskers, cheeks. A cat that is suffering, ears rotated slightly to the side, not forward, not back, to the side. Eyes slightly squinted, not asleep, but not fully open. Whiskers pushed forward or pressed flat, rather than relaxed to the sides. Cheeks slightly tensed, not loosely hanging like in a relaxed cat. These are millimeter small differences, and you will not see them if you don't know what you're looking for. But now you know, and the next time you look at her face, you'll look more carefully. Sign number 5, the fifth and perhaps most important sign, the one that goes the deepest. She changes her social behavior toward you, and this can go in 2 directions. Direction 1, she becomes more clingy than usual. She constantly seeks your presence, follows you, sticks to you. We interpret this as love, as affection, as she needs me right now. But sometimes it's something else. Sometimes she's seeking you out because she's scared. Because the pain is disorienting her. Because you are the only safe place she knows. Direction 2, she withdraws from you, hides in places you don't know. Under the bed, behind the wardrobe, in dark corners, far away from everything she knows. This is the instinctive behavior from the wild. If I am weak, I hide. No predator should see my weakness. No enemy, not even the one I love. And that hurts. It hurts when she hides, because it feels like she doesn't want me. But the opposite is true. She trusts you too much to show you her vulnerability. I want to pause here for a moment, because this is moving many people deeply right now. If you're thinking, I should have looked more carefully sooner, I'm telling you, stop that. You didn't know what to look for. Now you do. And that is the difference between today and tomorrow, between this moment and the next. Knowledge protects her. Now, from this moment on. Now I want to show you something that goes beyond these 5 signs. There is a question you can ask yourself regularly. Once a week is enough. The question is, what has she stopped doing this week that she still did last week? Not what's new, what's missing, what's no longer there. Because that is the key, not the dramatic collapse, the quiet fading. A cat doesn't lose her quality of life overnight. She loses it piece by piece, quietly. And we don't notice because each day looks similar to the one before, because we adapt. We no longer see what was, we only see what is. That's why this weekly question is so important. It forces you to look back, to compare. We're now coming to the part that's hardest to hear, but the most important one. What do you do when you recognize one of these signs? Don't wait. Don't hope it gets better on its own. Don't say, maybe this is normal. The first step is always the same. Go to the vet, as soon as possible. Not because something is automatically wrong, but because you need to know, not guess. Knowing means you can act, you can help, you can protect her. Guessing means you wait, and the suffering continues while you wait. I know that going to the vet can sometimes feel scary, fear of bad news. But hearing bad news early is better than hearing good news too late. Because early means there is still something that can be done, to help, to change. Now comes the part one wanted you to stay for. There is one thing that most guides don't tell you, because it's uncomfortable. The biggest sign your cat is giving you is not these 5 signs. It's you yourself. If you have a feeling that something is wrong, something is usually wrong. You know her. You see her every day. You know how she sounds, how she smells, how she looks. And when your gut tells you, there's something, there is something. That feeling is not paranoia. That is love, looking closely. Trust that, more than any guide, more than any article, more than these 5 signs. You are the first and most important line of defense between her and her suffering. Not the vet, not me, you. If you take that with you today, then this video has fulfilled its purpose. Write us in the comments. Which of these 5 signs have you perhaps already noticed in your cat? Not because we're judging, but because we want to understand how many people are in exactly this situation. And if this video helped you, share it with everyone who has and loves a cat. Because knowledge is the greatest gift you can give her. In the next video, we talk about the question many people ask, should I be there? What the research says, what your heart needs, and how you find the right answer for you. Until then, look at her closely tonight, with new eyes, with love and knowledge together. That's all she needs from you. I want to briefly address something that confuses many people, what's normal and what's not. Cats sleep a lot. That's normal. Up to 16 hours a day can be completely healthy. But there is a difference between real sleep and exhausted withdrawal. Real sleep looks relaxed. The muscles are loose. The posture is open. The breathing is calm. Exhausted withdrawal looks different. Tense, contracted, like someone holding on tight. Learn to see this difference. It is one of the most valuable things you can do. There's something else I want to address, the topic of pain medication and self-treatment. Some people reach for pain relievers from the medicine cabinet when they suspect their cat is suffering. Please don't do that. Many human pain medications are highly toxic to cats, even fatal. Cats cannot break down certain compounds. Their liver metabolism works differently from ours. The only safe way to relieve her suffering is a visit to the vet. Always, without exception. I'm not saying this to scare you, but because I want her to be safe. One last sign I want to add, changes in drinking and urination. A cat that suddenly drinks much more than usual is sending a signal. That is not a coincidence. A cat that avoids the litter box or uses it outside may be experiencing pain when urinating. These are not behavioral problems. These are physical signals in a different guise. Write us in the comments which sign surprised you the most. And don't forget, you love her. That makes you the best person to take care of her.